how to solve these kind of electrochemistry problems quickly in the exam hall. The very first question that you should ask yourself is what kind of an electrochemical cell it is, whether it is galvanic or electrolytic. Electrochemical cells are galvanic by default unless otherwise specified. Therefore, look for the keyword electrolytic cell or during electrolysis. If that is not there, then it is safe to assume that it is indeed galvanic. If it is galvanic, then E cell standard has to be greater than 0. That means delta G standard would be negative, because we know that delta G standard is equal to minus N of E cell standard. When the E cell standard is positive, obviously delta G standard would be negative. Number 2, look for the standard electrode potentials. Are they standard reduction potentials or standard oxidation potentials? That's what you should look for. Everything given here is a standard reduction potential, either gaining 2 electrons or 1 electron. And then look for the high positive value. That means electron hunger, which means it can only act as a cathode. In this case, silver can only act as a cathode. Whatever be the cell, it is always anodic oxidation and cathodic reduction. But if you look at the first reaction, silver is going from 0 to plus 1 oxidation state. That cannot happen. Therefore, answer 1 is correct. Because if I write a cell notation for reaction 1, then I have to write it this way: silver solid and then phase boundary and then Ag plus in the aqueous medium and then salt bridge and then Cu2 plus in the aqueous medium and then Cu solid. But this is an example of electrolytic cell, isn't it? This reaction can happen only if the voltage, if the external voltage is greater than E cell, not E cell standard. It has to be greater than E cell itself, because we are talking about real time, not standard conditions when we talk about electrolytic cells. So therefore, option 1 is definitely correct. It can happen, this reaction can happen only if it is an electrolytic cell, provided if the V external is greater than E cell itself. Otherwise, this reaction cannot happen. Therefore, option 1 is correct.